Dear hosts, we're back with another episode here at the Hosting Journey where we talk all about Airbnb and short-term rentals. Today's episode is about Airbnb's update that Brian Chesky just did this past week. Yes, it is fall 2021 and there's a lot of updates and a lot of things going on. And you need to know how is that going to affect your business. In addition, I'm going to talk a little bit about Vrbo. I always say it wrong.
Vrbo. Vrbo.
I'm going to talk about Vrbo and an update that happened this summer and nobody really talked about it. So let's get to the show. All right, dear host, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Community Integrity Program that Airbnb and Vrbo are doing. And this is what I'm going to say. They are joining forces to share information about party houses offenders. And yes, both companies have worked out separately because Vrbo has state neighborly and Airbnb has neighborhood support line. This allows the community leaders and neighbors and government to contact those companies, to contact the platforms and let them know about any parties. But what was happening was house parties were still happening, hosts that allowed parties were still happening. They would just get delisted from Airbnb and then pop up on Vrbo or vice versa. So now they're working with a third-party company and where the names and addresses of those party houses are going to be there. Now, I do wonder, what are they doing about guests? Because yes, you might have a party house, but there are times that you as a host don't even know that there was a party in your house. And I talk about that on an episode at the Hosting Journey podcast because there was a party that happened at my house at Eveline 1.0. Now, are those guests getting flagged and delisted and not allowed to get back on board? Because they should, right? I think you agree with me. Let's talk about what was it that Brian Chesky updated us all about Airbnb. And that was just happened this past week here in November 2021. All right, so there is Aircover, which has to do with insurance and protecting our homes and our gas. And they've changed it up a little bit. We used to have a $1 million insurance, and now they're doing $1 million liability insurance. So we're protected even in the rare event that a guest gets hurt, or damage protection. So our properties are protected just in case a guest does any damage. Now they also added pet damage protection, which that wasn't there before. Yes. So now if a little four-legged guest does any damage, we have a little bit of protection. Deep cleaning protection, something that is brand new, which I really like because sometimes your guests might be throwing a little bit of a party or might be a little bit too messy and you need a deep cleaning, and now we're getting protected. They're also doing income loss protection. Let's say, for example, your guest had that party. Your house was damaged or you need to buy more furniture or anything like that, and you have to cancel guests. Airbnb is doing income loss protection, which is a great thing for us hosts. We also have a longer filing window. In the past, you had to file your claim before your next guest was checking in. So if you had a same-day turnover and you found out that you had some damage, it was really hard to do. But now they're giving us a 14-day filing window. Okay. And I did an episode all about how you get paid from Airbnb claims on the podcast. And I'll do a link below about that. So where you could go to listen to it. Airbnb is also going to be doing quicker reimbursements and faster track for superhosts. So if you're a superhost or you're about to become a superhost and there's any damage to your property, you are going to get your money back quicker. Now, I do want you to remember this. This is Airbnb's insurance coverage. If you have guests coming from Vrbo or direct bookings, they're not covered on that insurance. I want you to be clear about that. You need to have your own insurance and with your own protections. And I have done podcast episodes about insurance and everything else where I even talked to the people from CBIZ And we talk about insurance and how to go about it. So make sure that your home is protected just in case you get guests that are not on Airbnb. And another change is verified Wi-Fi. Yes, you can verify your Wi-Fi speed from the app. And what happens is it will upload a photo and it will say verified speed, something that guests are really requesting a lot. And it would be a good thing for us to be able to do. Another change is the Today tab booking details. I don't know if you've seen it on the dashboard that they have this Today tab. Look, at the time of this recording, that tab is not working right because right now it's saying that I only have one guest in one of my properties and I actually have guests in every single property and one even checking in today. So it's kind of whack still. So I'm hoping they fix it quickly. But the change on the Today's tab is that you could quickly review and respond booking requests from the tab and you don't have to leave it. And mind you, the Today tab is only for host alerts and not for guests. So they don't have that tab. Only us hosts have it. Another change is short stay cleaning fees. If you want to change your cleaning fee for a shorter stay, now you could do it. So you could adjust, I'm going to charge you more if you're staying longer, and I'm going to charge you less if you're staying less time. Even though you still have to clean. You still have to change the sheets and towels and everything else. So I don't know. They also made a change of accessibility review. If your house is accessibility friendly, if you have paths for guests with wheelchairs or canes or anything like that, Airbnb is doing reviews and confirming that those features are there. They want to make sure that everything is right. In addition, price preview for hosts. We get to see how the guests look at our prices because what we see is than what they see. So it is a good thing for us to review how is it that a guest views our amounts of money and how much are they getting charged. Because you might get paid $500, but your guest might be getting charged $600 or $700. So just think about that. There are a lot of more additional changes. There were like about 50 in total. A lot of things for hosts, a lot of things for guests, some for experiences. And I'm going to do the links below and on the Hosting Journey website. So like that, you could just go and check it out because it's good for us to review things on our own and not just take the word from somebody, even if it's me. And let me know in the comments below, which feature did you like the best? I'm liking all of this Aircover and liability insurances and things like that. And the pet protection cover. That's kind of good. And the pet fee. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot of them. All right, let me know in the comments below which one you like best. And if you like this video, press like, subscribe, and get notified for more videos of the hosting journey. I'll see you on the next one.